Alrighty, what is going on, guys? Jond Games here on the outskirts of Blackthorn City, back with another Pixelmon Johto map preview. Today, I am going to be showing off two things that I've recreated recently, and two things that I'm really proud of. The first of which is right here, HM05 Flash. Illuminates the user's vision for 15 minutes and gets rid of a player's blindness. So if you don't know what this did in the game, basically, the most useful you're going to find it in would be Dark Cave, where if you step in, you're not going to be able to see anything, regardless of the light levels in here. What this does is, if you just go ahead and right-click on the ground, it will go ahead and just make everything bright. It'll take away that blindness, and it will give you 15 minutes of night vision, which is pretty awesome. And so this will work if you just go in and out of the Dark Cave, and it'll keep on you for 15 minutes regardless of if you leave the cave or not. And actually, let me go ahead and show you how it works real quick. So let me hop in here. This is another thing that I've added. You pretty much can't swim in the map. I mean, I'm just going to say that now. It could be a problem to some people, but to others, especially me, it's going to be helpful to keep you to actually surf. But anyways, let's get to the point of this. What this is right here is the command for the actual Flash, the Flash scoreboard. So you'll notice it's on the sidebar, and if I right-click, the number will change to 1. And that is the cue that will give me those 15 minutes of night vision. And so what happens from there is that's the command that's set, and then over here you have some test for commands that are running it. So looking for any person in the world with a flash of 1. And that is just, they've used this, a status of 1. And so if you go in here, you can go and see all of the things that'll happen with it. First of which is it will set your stat of Dark Cave to 0, so the clock in here won't constantly blind you. And then also it will get rid of all of your effects regardless of if they're good or bad, speed or whatever. And then in here you have, it will set that night vision for 900 seconds or about 15 minutes. And then right here, it'll just say, you used Flash. And then it will delay, and then it will get rid of your Flash score so you can use it whenever you want. So yeah, that's basically how this works, and a little bit of the redstone look, I guess you could say. Pretty much just goes through the line here as soon as it's activated, which is pretty awesome. This is something I'm really proud of. The second thing that I wanted to show off for this video is right here in the Ruins of Alph. And right now, I'm going to go into the main chamber that is the, I don't know what you would call it, the area with all of the statues. And the statues all have their own little unique thing about them. They all have their own unknown letter, I guess you would say. And since there are 26 statues, I figured I would give all of them their own statue besides the exclamation and question marks. And yeah, I just tried to recreate it as best as I could. I even added some little hieroglyphics here on the sides of the walls, which kind of looked like what they would be, but only with Unown in the game. And so I figured creepers and hieroglyphics, close enough. And the second, well, I say second, but it's more like just an extension of this, is the area that you would do if you were playing a puzzle. And let me expand on that. In the game, you actually had the opportunity to solve a puzzle when it came to the ruins. You would actually be challenged to do so. And what I've created over here is pretty much, well, right now it's kind of hectic because it isn't 100% done, but what is done is all of the visual things. And so right here, you have a recreation of the Ho-Oh little tile tablet thing that you find in the game, and you're challenged to reconstruct. And all of these are maps. All of these have their own little pieces, and so, yeah, this one, its lore is even Ancient Tile. Well, the name, and it also has some lore on it, but it is titled Ancient Tile, and this is actually the reason that everything has been conflicting when it comes to the redstone behind this, mainly because what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to make it so for each of these colors will be a different map, and you'll be challenged to place these 5 maps into their correct spots. but you're only supposed to do so whenever you have these maps in hand. There will be a bunch of maps organized probably about here when it comes to that, and then you'll have 5 maps and you'll be challenged to find their spots. And so whenever you actually put one in there, it'll appear over there. And this is actually because of the summon commands that I've been messing around with a lot. And yeah, this was kind of hectic to get going too, but let me go ahead and see. So if I go ahead and activate that, you can see I was testing it out with one of the Unown maps, and so it'll just place it on the block, and that's basically what it's going to be doing for each one of these. And so it's supposed to do that for all of these, and then if it finds the right one, it'll extend a piston, say a word, stuff like that. And then whenever you actually have all of them done, I'll just go ahead and show you what happens. Game mode 0, game mode 0, and while right now it is a wired connection, this is what'll happen if you actually solve these and all of the maps show up in their place there. So let's go ahead. Ooh, we solved. Oh shoot. Yeah, you pretty much just fall through. You fall through the floor like you would the game, and you would fall to the top area over here, and yeah, that's basically all there is to it. You just fall through the floor, and that's just using a bunch of set block commands. But yeah, I can't think of a whole lot else that I wanted to show off this episode, so yeah, that about does it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed what I've done. If you guys have any ideas on what I could recreate, I'm trying to recreate everything, but if you guys have something that you would want to see a video on, go ahead and tell me, and I'll see if it's good enough that it'll actually warrant a video, I guess. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.